2, 3. Yo, koso. What's up? My name is MEWMUSE. I'm back to play more Call of Cthulhu. That dope game from the same studio that made The Council. A fun little occult game that I recently finished. And in case you were wondering, I got a perfect score. If a perfect score meant my main character died and I lost my wives, who also happened to be my sisters. That's the score I got. And they also made the great game Vampire, spelled with a Y, because why not? A fun little game about, you guessed it, vampires. Not the Fire Festival, but vampires. And I was going to say something else about that. Oh yeah, it has lots of glitches. It's fun. It's a good time. But the games are getting progressively better. Also, I don't know if this is made by that game studio. I just made that up. But I think it is. Or maybe I'm totally wrong. I don't know. It's too late. I woke up early today. Can you guess what time I woke up? Wrong. I woke up at 6:30 in the morning. And I stayed up. I don't wake up at 6:30 in the morning. And it's funny because... Lily, you okay? And it's funny because the people at my work think that I can't wake up early in the morning. But I don't remember running that narrative because I never... These are different people. That narrative used to be a thing a while ago. But now, I don't know how they got that into their heads. I don't think I've ever said anything about when I wake up. But maybe I did, and I just forgot. Milo, no crying. I don't remember. I say a lot of shit. Anyway, let's continue.
No parent should have to bury their child.
Except a good one.
Knowing it's me that put him down.
My bad.
The guilt will never go away.
Just go raid some tombs, Laura.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place.
Lured.
It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
Back then, lamps had oil. That's why that happened, in case you're uninformed and uncultured. Lamps didn't always have electricity. You didn't know how to harness lightning back then. No.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
Simon? Wasn't his name Charles? Or was that was her husband? Never mind. We about to play Squid Game. Never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and say if there's any. Never mind. I'm gonna keep it to myself. But when they showed his shadow, when Charles was getting all Jesus Christ, the sensitivity. When Charles was going Mr. Hyde, that reminded me of the Page Master. And if you haven't seen it, it's a story about Macaulay Culkin. He doesn't have any friends, and I think his parents are dead. And he's lonely, so he goes to the library to read a book. And apparently, on the way to the library, it was raining, and it must have been acid rain. Because he gets into the library, he talks to an old guy who says, go check it out. This library is the size of Disneyland, by the way. And he starts tripping balls. So I think too much acid got into his system because he's in the kids section or whatever. And this motherfucker starts just like losing his shit. As if he just went on one of those ayahuasca trips and he's in the tent. And, you know, the lecturer is brushing his hair. I don't know what they do in those tents. But like whispering sweet words into his ear and like, it's going to be all right. You about to get all the bad shit out. And he just trips balls and it turns into a cartoon. And it's pretty good. They go through all the old stories like Gulliver's Travel.
Mr. Pierce. We were waiting
Moby
for you.
Dick,
Good.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Sarah
Hyde.
doesn't have much time.
It's pretty good. You should go watch it.
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
Yeah. Go on, boy. Later. Get out of here. Just leave. Yeah. That was one of the best episodes of SpongeBob. When SpongeBob says that to Sparkles, but Patrick's standing right there. He has a board on his head. And he can't get out the door.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my
SpongeBob
mind was
is
shut.
OG, dude.
Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
Yo, I'm gonna get to the game. I'm gonna stop talking about random shit. But SpongeBob is the greatest cartoon. It's not even my favorite cartoon, but it is the greatest cartoon to come out in this entire generation. I will put money down on it. I'll argue someone about it, and I might even fight someone that's smaller than me about it. That shit is still going strong, and that it has been out for over 20 years. That shit is ridiculous. You and Drake are up to something. Alright, well, I don't mistrust her, so let's talk about the cult.
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society.
Look at
I
her
must
face.
get you out of its reach.
I know how dangerous they can be to me. But first, there's the
You and me
Wanderer.
both, sister.
I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No. You're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
Should I talk in crazy creature language? There must be a way to fight it so we all die. And valid sand. Alright, let's talk in creature language. Is this gonna make me go insane? What's my sanity looking like? I can't check. Alright, let's fuck. No, fuck it. Oh shit!
Even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me.
What was her finger doing?
And we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
Yo, I love this game studio because they are so fucking cracked. Like, I hope they never... This shit can't be intentional, right? I mean, it probably is. Everything nowadays is fucking intentional. But I hope they don't change it. What am I doing? Talk to Algernon Drake. That is something that's super annoying, though. Like, people are complaining about video games. Like, I heard that game Starfield came out, and it looks good. I have it on my wish list. I don't have $70 right now, but I will at some point. Maybe after it goes down to like $50 in 2 years on a Steam sale. But people are complaining about that game. I think it's the people complaining are probably the people who are my age. Like, they remember when Halo came out and you were like, fuck, dude, this gaming is great. This is a perfect game. What the fuck else I need? But games have changed. Because of the technology we have, which is both a blessing and a curse, you can now release a game that is unfinished and you just do an endless amount of updates on it because that's the meta. That's the most effective tactic available. I'm going to break it down for you in case you don't understand. So I have a game, right? My game is called Nature Punk 2088. I put out Nature Punk 2088, and now I don't think they actually intentionally meant to do this, but just for the sake of the example, I put it out, and I know it has some issues. But I got a guy with big pockets bothering me, and he doesn't play video games. The last game he played was Pong, and he only watched somebody play it. And he keeps telling me that I need to put this game out, or he's going to cut the budget and my funding for any future endeavors. So I put this game out. I know it's not finished, but on the plus side, I know that it's going to be so horrendously bad that I'm going to have articles upon articles saying how bad it is. Bad publicity is solid publicity. Now, if it was back in the old school days when I was a kid, that would be terrible. But it's not on a CD-ROM. I'm not playing PlayStation 1. I can just patch the motherfucking game and fix it as I go. So, it's not a big fucking deal. I'm going to get publicity. People are going to hear about it. They're going to be like, this shit is trash. And then guess what? I'm going to sell more copies because people are going to be like, yo, why is it trash? And then, what the fuck is this dude still doing here? Where's Algernon? And then I'm just going to patch it a ton of times. And then the Steam reviews are going to swing back in my favor. And then it's going to be a good game in the end. So really, I don't expect any game to be good when it first releases. Because I think it's just part of a marketing strategy now. Do I wish that they would just, make a really good game from the gate? Yes. And some people do. I think, what was that Lord of the Rings type game? Something Mordor or the one after that? I don't remember. But the Skyrim shit, I think that was a good game. I still don't have money for it, so I haven't played it, but there are some studios who still focus heavily on that. What was the point? Oh, I have a light. Oh, his room. Should I drop my lantern in it and just get rid of all the memories? And it's not even bad. Like, I don't even care that that's a thing because eventually the game will be good. Like, I make so little money and I play games so slowly. I don't fucking care, dude. By the time I get around to it, they're going to be working on the remastered edition, so it doesn't even affect me.
How are you, Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce. I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
He looks like a wax sculpture that is melting. I'm pretty sure his face didn't always look like that. I still don't trust him. I'm finna lie.
I'm sorry. I haven't heard anything from her. But I'm sure she's fine. She must be in the hospital or home.
I already checked. She wasn't at home. And no one's seen her in Riverside since you set the cellars on fire. You know more than you're telling me. I'm certainly not as good a detective as the great Edward Pierce, but I still know when someone's lying to me.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him.
Shit, fucking slug, yeah?
Are you with me?
Fucking, I'm not gonna do that. If I keep talking in that language, this motherfucker gonna take over my shit like Gear 5. I'm still kind of convinced Gear 5 is gonna end up being the bad guy, but also I haven't read the manga. And I think the main antagonist of One Piece is Buggy. Like, it just makes sense. I don't know if I've said that while recording, but that's definitely what I believe. And I say that knowing that I'm wrong 90% of the fucking time. The nature of their relationship. You know what? I think Buggy didn't eat the chop chop fruit. I think there's like some sort of like mirror fruit that's going on. This is what I think. I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to tell you what I think. So, Luffy and Buggy are opposites in almost every way. I don't know what the FF and the GG have to do, but their names are fucking like super similar. Anyway. Luffy has an X on his chest. This is going to be the most sound logic you've ever heard. Luffy has an X on his chest. Buggy has an X on his head. So that's like, that's conflict. That's the 4th chakra and the 7th chakra. You get it? You dig? You follow? Alright, Doug. Come with me. I'll take you to Oz. Everything Luffy does, Buggy is quickly in tow. It somehow always works out for Luffy through the power of friendship, determination, and shonen spirit. And plot armor. And Buggy, it just works out. Why does it still work out? Why is he an important character? He hasn't been important since Logtown. But yet, he just keeps getting more and more followers, more and more people. And he's right there. He's been to One Piece before. He'll be back again. Why doesn't he remember the way to One Piece? Also, why doesn't Shanks tell Luffy anything about Buggy? I think Shanks is going to betray Luffy, and that sucks because Shanks is one of my favorite characters. And I think Buggy is going to be the main antagonist of One Piece. And I have another theory because I found out that there's another character I didn't know about because I don't read the manga. His name is Emu or some shit. I think he's going to be... I think he ate the story fruit. And he's just writing this big old fucking pirate story. And a lot of this shit ain't even really happening. Actually, I don't think that it's not happening. But I think he ate something like a story fruit. A fucking imagination fruit or some shit I don't know about. But I think he's writing a story. He seems childlike. I'm betting he's going to be a kid. He's going to be a kid and he's just like in his room coloring all the time. And he came up with a character named Luffy and he came up with a character named Buggy. And he couldn't decide which one he liked more. So he wrote both of them into the story. And he's telling 2 stories at once. And he's going to have them face off. Like, it sounds like some kid shit. like a kid learning. And okay, I don't know why I'm ranting about this, but it's verbal diarrhea. And the reason why Oda put in all of the historical references is because the world government is teaching him, because he's a kid, and he's inserting all the things that he's learned into his story. And so this kid actually is like making the world spin around. And then, Luffy's going to get there. And he's going to be like, what up, dog? And I don't know what's going to happen. I can't fucking come up with anything else. And also, I'm probably going to I forgot what the fucking question was. What do you say, Pierce? Are you with me? Who's Fuller again? I don't remember any of these characters.
Fuller is evil, we agree on that. But we are neither judge nor executioner. You are a police officer. The man must be arrested and brought to justice. It's for the judge to decide his fate.
And risk that he gets away scot-free? No. Not while I have something to say about it.
You really intend to shoot him down in cold blood?
If that's what it takes.
And have you thought of the consequences?
I don't give two hoots for the consequences.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
Only thing I don't like about... Alright, yeah, I wasn't paying attention that whole entire time. Only thing I don't like about One Piece, which isn't a big gripe, it's just the thing that all fucking shonen anime are gonna run into. It always has to go up to God. Every single fucking time, dude. The power creep is so real. I'm gonna also try and think of a shonen anime who doesn't do that. Spoiler alert. Where the fuck is this dude at? Naruto manages to avoid it, and then we get into Boruto, and then they run right into it. Bleach, they've done it several times, pretty much. Dragon Ball Z, it took us a while, but we got there. Fullmetal Alchemist, right there. Hunter x Hunter, we're not there yet because this dude's going to take 70 years to finish his thing, and we're going to have to depend on the android version of him to finish his fucking story. But it will. It'll be something. They're going to get to the Dark Continent, and it's just going to be like, hey, Attack on Titan, anybody? They were just way more advanced than you. You fucking monkeys. What else is there? One Piece is gonna get there. Jujutsu Kaisen is for sure gonna get there if it goes long enough. I only watched 2 episodes of Chainsaw Man, so I don't know what the fuck that show's about. Here he is.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process.
My intellect can process a lot.
Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
One time, I figured out that my glasses were on my head the whole time. Alright. So it's gonna continue to let me oh my god, my motherfucking languages. It's gonna let me work. Oh my god. It's gonna let me continue speaking in this weird, garbled language that I don't understand. So I have to take a chance every time I choose this option. So he sold the dagger to Sanders. He must have a plan to get rid of it. A dimensional shambler. I kind of want to know what that is. It sounds like a magic card.
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality.
Ew.
I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
Oh, I get to just pick all of these. Okay.
The dagger with a strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back. A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution.
Yeah, why am I guy such an
I
asshole?
can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Alright. Sketch of a bust. So, I have 8 points available. What do you think I'm gonna need? I'll probably need psychology. Investigation. 6 points before my... Investigation represents your investigating talents. Go figure. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or picking an object of logs and shit. Motivations. Analysis. I usually like to go... straight down the middle. But let's just max this bitch out right here, because we'll probably need to be some investigative sorts. And then we're going to go in psychology. Oh, I only needed 1 point for that? Oh, I'm good. And we need eloquence. No, take that back. We need strength. I don't need to talk well when I could just beat the shit out you. Did it validate? Alright. I'm not very insane anymore. That's good. Lily, baby. Ugh. Alright. Find the amulet, and secondary objective, find the bust. Where am I supposed to look?
It's you again.
I still have an option to say this.
That's all I wanted to know.
All in good time.
I feel like saying that too often is going to get me in bad position. Am I supposed to find this somewhere in the house? Alright. Let me go in here.
Damn it. The entrance to the tunnel has been buried following the cave-in. But at least I didn't dream it.
Okay, that was a waste of time. Oh my God. Oh. Here it is. Just like I remember him. Hey. Look at this picture. You seen this, man? You looking? Get that brace. What is that bracelet for? Think you're Wonder Woman? Get that shit off your arm. Take a look at this. Useless, motherfucking beautiful woman. Oh God. I found him. Yes, dude. This sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by concealed. What? This sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by concealed Charles Hawkins. Concealed by concealed. Hey, guys, you got a typo in your game. This don't make any fucking sense. Where have I seen it already? Right here. I'm looking right the fuck at it. Did I just find this to find... Now I gotta find another one? Oh my fucking God, dude. Close the door. Open the door. Close the door. I'd much rather do a puzzle. This is some bullshit. I guess I got to play that scavenger hunt after all. Yet it's not nearly as fun. Yo, I'm in the mood to like just rip some shit apart. I'm in that hip hop like I will battle rap you right now type of motherfucking mood. Like go ahead, spit your shit first. Now you know what? Let me toss something out. I'll spit mine first, and then you come, and then I'll just rebuttal. I won't even write anything down. I'll spitball. I don't give a fuck. I do this all day. As soon as I find this motherfucking statue. You seen this picture?
It's you again.
Okay, he's gonna say the same thing.
That's all I wanted to know.
All in good time.
Fucking, oh dude, I'm so glad that this was an option. Yes. Where did I see this skull and this motherfucking statue? And now that I lifted it up to the light, I actually remember where I saw this skull and statue. I'm so fucking stupid, dude. Oh my god. Sometimes it takes the most useless of features. Are you kidding? It was just in that little box by the altar.
That Drake was looking for.
Drake don't need an amulet, man. He got all the dogs, apparently. Or at least a drawing of one. Alright, so I'm going to assume what that vision meant is I shouldn't be using the garbled alien creature language because he's going to try and make my guy a vessel. That's what I'm going to assume, and that's what I'm going to roll with. Dum, 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Yo, on another note too. Hey, take a look at this amulet. Amulet.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
On another note, what I was going to say is Tencent is going to work, dude. Now, this is going to sound racist, but believe me, it's not racist. It's actually a compliment. These Chinese companies are going the fuck in. Oh, okay, she's just like standing right there. Now, all the clothing stuff, Jack and Styles. I mean, yeah, a little bit of me cares because it's like, hey, that's not cool. Another part of me understands, so I don't rail on it too much. And then there's another part that's like, I don't have money. Let me get some of these cool styles on the low. But now I've noticed, aside from the clothing thing, which has been expected, and then like appliances and shit, which has been expected, they're starting to move on to games. Now all the Instagram games and shit, I downloaded a couple of those. Those piss me off. That's not even like a Chinese company thing. I'm pretty sure like there's a bunch of companies getting in on that, where they show you like a actual anime clip, or like just some fucking celebrity that has nothing to do with it. And like, yo, check out my game, and then you look at the game and it's like the most shitty Flash idol gacha that you've ever seen, and you were staring at like BlazBlue 3. on the when you downloaded it as their trailer. And they're like, dude, this is so good. Games have come so far. And you download it, and it's like, in order to install the last 10 megabytes of the game, you have to give us $15. You're like, okay, well, I really want to see it, so here you go. And like, great, thank you. Now pick your name. That'll be another $5. But, oh yeah, so that's no big deal, because I could just ignore fucking phone games. What kind of heathen plays phone games that aren't Candy Crush from single moms who are in their 40s? Or Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans is lit, and there are a couple dope phone games. MTG Arena is really dope.
I have it. It's a strange amulet.
But I'll get to it after this. I don't know why I pressed the button.
Considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with
You sure? All right.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great policeman.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories.
Yeah, see?
Judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
You bet.
Yo, their facial movements are so goofy looking. Brang. Did I beat the chapter? Okay. But anyway, before I start, I'm probably going to end the part like right here after we get through the cutscene and shit. But I saw this game on, what was it? I think it was Instagram. I got to stop looking at things on Instagram. If you, man, 90% of that shit is garbage. Or scam. But anyway. I downloaded this game. It was called Synced. Because it looked good. It was like a kind of survival. I don't know what to fucking call them. It's one of those drop-in looter shooters. I think that's what they're called. Where they just drop you in. You can play PvP and it just be some Counter-Strike shit. If you want. But they drop you in, and it's really for the other game mode, which I like, which is PvE. And you collect some shit, you do some little objective things, you kill the bad guys, and you have a team. You have like a little squad, and it gets harder as you play, and you know, it's kind of fun like that. So I played a couple of those. There was one where you were like an astronaut or something, and you went collecting flowers and stuff. I only played it a couple times, but that one was really good. But the main one that I played was Shatterline by a Ukrainian company, and I liked the fuck out of that one. That's one of those games I wish they would have patched earlier, because it was really good. Like if they added more elements to it. I know it's expensive and time consuming, but I think there was a lot of potential for that. But I went back on recently and like I can't find a match, so I guess popularity has died down a little bit because these type of things are getting popular. But anyway, this game Synced came out, and it's not a first-person shooter like Shatterline. It's a third-person shooter, but it is basically a carbon copy of the game Shatterline, which is a little bit sad because clothing is one thing. Yes, that's sad, especially if you're up and coming clothing designer. Desks and chairs, I don't really give a fuck. I'm sure there's some carpenter out there making desks and chairs, and maybe they jacked it once or twice, but for the main part, it's big guys jacking from big guys. Phone games, I don't give a fuck about. But to put out a video game that's like trying to be like an actual console video game, and then to get your whole idea jacked, and because they have money, they just make it look fire. Like, the game itself plays really well, and they added some new elements into it that are dope. But I did kind of feel bad playing it. I only played it once, and then I uninstalled it because I didn't, I don't care that they're jacking it. A little part of me does. Another part of me doesn't care because I understand. And another part of me just, wants to play Shadowline. But it kind of sucks. I hope that doesn't become like a big trend. Music, I don't give a fuck about. Movies, I don't give a fuck about. But for video games, because it takes so much time.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
I kind of leave those alone.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
And to just keep on ranting on about it, music, yeah, that sucks, but that's been happening since the dawn of fucking music. You can't do shit about that. Movies, it happens in some ways, but if you jack a movie, they're going to come and sue your ass into holy hell, so that doesn't really happen all that often. But video games, there's a lot of indie studios that make really dope video games, and if you could start jacking video game ideas after they spent like 4 years on it, like, I know getting your fucking style jacked, and your shirt design or whatever, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but, you can come up with a new design. Just, dude, if you're really talented, you're gonna fucking come up with something else, man. You'll make it. Because it's not about how good your clothes look. It's about whose shoulders you fucking rub, and getting your clothes into the right places for the right eyes. But if they jack your video game idea that you spent fucking 5 years making, dude, that's some shady ass shit. You can't just make a new video game. I know AI's coming out, but it's still not going to be that fucking easy. I'm ready to cooperate with him. Truth comes at a cost. He's in no position to lecture me.
With all the liquor that is openly on sale in the middle of Prohibition, do you really want me to believe that you're enforcing the law?
Enough of that. You're not going to tell me how to do my job. I would like to point out that it is you, not me, who is behind bars.
There are things going on right now that are so much more serious than what you accuse me of.
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
A dangerous cult is at work. We ain't not saying that one. The Hawkins case is far from closed. Fuller isn't as innocent as he looks. No point wasting my time. Investigation master.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings. Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
I'm pretty sure I could slip through this little window you're speaking to me in. You don't know how flexible I am. I'm gonna get right through here, just like that.
Mr. Pierce,
Whoa.
the truth seeker.
Nah, not me.
At
You got the wrong guy.
Who's there?
My name's Jack. It's raining in my cell. Yo, it's raining in my... It's raining in the whole place. Oh, no. This is... Oh, I'm fine. I can breathe underwater.
I am the one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human.
Is that me?
Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
Struggle. I will struggle. For sure I'm going to try to speak, because if I'm gonna die down here, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off before I do.
I told you to behave.
You better let me struggle.
You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse.
I can refuse anything. You haven't met me.
Bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth. The closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her?
Oh shit. This is gonna affect my destiny. Do I accept the knowledge? Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her? Alright, do I accept his knowledge, or do I refuse the knowledge? Alright, so I had that vision, and I'm pretty sure it was Draco trying to help me out, while a bunch of fucking spirits... I don't know what it was. It looked like I was trying to do like some ghetto version of the what is it called? What's Vegeta's move? His little self-destruct thing. Fucking final flash. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. And if I have to take on a serious cult, then I need some serious power. So because I don't want the game to be boring, I'm going to take the motherfucking knowledge, dude. I'll take knowledge for 500.
Is she not the very object of your quest? I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written.
No, I write my own fate, homie.
Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
I ghostwrite for faith, in fact. Let me out of this cage. Oh my god.
You know the risks, sir. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have a painting. If the dimensional shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The shambler! I knew it!
Can you imagine if I didn't bring him with me?
Not again.
She's having a heart attack on me?
Algernon, come back!
Okay. So on this note, I think we're going to end the video. After I check back here, oh, I can go up. There wasn't anything over here. I guess it automatically saves. Alright, cool. So we played a little bit. I'm tired as fudge. I'm not really tired. That's the bad part. I might just stay up 24 hours just to see if I can do it, just like the old days in high school. Or I'm about to fucking pass out. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this part. MEWMUSE is signing off. So, without any further ado, until next time you dig, stay patient. Bye.
La scelta da spalla.